Well, Begora, if it isn't Laura, here I am on LinkedIn Live, and I'm going to give it another test because I did my first LinkedIn Live on a Saturday, last Saturday, because I thought, oh, hey, it's LinkedIn, it's a Saturday, no one's going to be here. And boy, was I surprised. It actually turned out that a lot of people were here. So let me get this straightened around so that I can actually see if there's anybody in the comments or anybody who's going to be talking. Because right now, the same thing is happening to me now that happened to me last time, which is I don't see the comments popping up. I can hit that again to see if we're going to get comments again. Oh, look, I got a few reactions. That's cool. Listen, help me test this. If you can hear this, could you type some comments in so that I could actually see them? And I will hit refresh again and see if I actually can see them. Listen, I have no agenda. I have no books, nothing to promote, not even sure what I'm going to say. I will take questions in the live chat because I like talking to people. A lot of people have been asking me questions about teaching online and how to do engaging content online. We've been talking about things like public speaking and public speaking techniques. And darn it, I see that there are people there, that you're here. So welcome, and let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. And I see 3 people have liked what's going on here. And that was the thing when I did it last time. A lot of people contacted me afterwards and we had some really good conversations. So thanks for listening last time. Sorry I wasn't very interactive because right now I don't see any interaction other than people liking things. I don't actually see the comments, which is kind of a drag. Somebody says, oh, maybe you should just do this on your phone, and then on the phone you'll be able to see things. So while I'm working through some tech issues, let's hit refresh on that. And still nothing. I got nothing. Okay. Oh, I see that we have 5 live people here. So thank you for coming. If you could pop in the comment, just tell me where you're from. Or if you do have that question on public speaking or something that somebody asked me about this morning, we started talking about authenticity in speaking and how to be authentic because people want authenticity. And it strikes me that if you need lessons on how to be authentic, that maybe you're not being authentic. And that was just sort of a funny little thing that we chatted about for a bit. But for as much press as companies want us to do about authenticity and being authentic, how safe does that company make it for you to be authentic? Because in my experience, what I found is the companies who really want authenticity have done the least to make it safe for people to be authentic. And what we often end up doing, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you don't have to do this, but I certainly do, I have to play authenticity theater. I have to perform a version of myself, an authentic version of myself that makes them feel safe. Let's face it, a good part of being authentic for me might be laying around in my sweats on the couch. And that's not how I would present myself in a professional setting. Is it authentic? Certainly is, but it's not how I present myself. And that's a lot that has to do with, and see, now I'm frozen. Now I'm looking at the screen and there's absolutely nothing there and nothing is moving. Oh, look, now I'm moving again. Oh, good. Now I'm seeing the comments. Now they're refreshing. Thank you. Now I can start responding to you. So, oh, Ganesh. Hi, Ganesh. I want to learn how to remain calm in every situation. That's your question. Let's see. From Mexico, from India. Loved your public speaking course on Linda. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's talk about how to be calm in every single situation. Number one, let's be realistic. We are not going to be calm in every single situation. Yeah, we get spikes of fear, don't we? Sure. But let's talk about how to manage our emotions when we get in front of an audience or we get into a high pressure situation. A lot of public speaking is all about preparation before it's about execution. So if you think about preparation and staying calm, one of the things that I absolutely love to start with is the basics. I do a mindfulness teaching or mindfulness presentation course, and it's all about how to remain centered and how to be present for your presentation. I just love that the word present is right there. So if you can be present for your audience, wow, that's an amazing gift that you can give to people. So one of the ways we can be present is to focus on the basics of our body, because being calm has a lot to do with your physical response. So focus on your physicality. For example, right now, I'm focusing on my spine, making it nice and straight. My shoulders are square. Notice they're pulled away from my ears. They're not bunched up. I'm not hunched up. The more you do this, the more tense you can become. So work on some of your body work really quickly. Make sure that it's nice and straight and calm. The next thing you'll want to focus on is your breathing. I want you to try something called diaphragmatic breathing. And what is diaphragmatic breathing? It means this belly here, okay? This nice big Buddha belly that I've developed in my old age. That's where you want to breathe from. So as you're sitting up nice and straight, think about taking deep breaths, and your belly should pooch out a little bit as you're breathing in. Let's do it together really quickly. Through the nose. And when you're breathing in, notice and try to touch your belly, and your belly should pooch out like that Buddha belly. Just focus on your breathing, and it can help you maintain a calm disposition. And that's great to do before you get on stage. It's also great to do while you're presenting, to focus on your breath. Let it center you so that that is what is on your mind, and it calms you right down. Another terrific thing that you can do is with your vocal performance is find your natural speaking voice. And just a funny little story, I was talking to a fellow who invested quite heavily in microphones for speaking on camera. And he said, you know, kind of like that, you know, I got this really expensive microphone and I still don't sound good. And I thought that was sort of funny, because we need to work on our vocals and finding our natural voice. And our natural voice isn't up here. It's not in our head. It's down there. So when we start breathing from our belly and doing more of that physical work and focusing on the breath, we calm down, but we also have a more resonant voice. It makes us sound more warm, professional, and confident. So as a baseline, what I'd recommend is focusing a lot on your body work for preparation. There's a lot of other things that you can do to maintain an aura of calmness, and it's okay. For example, right now I'm calm, but I'm also excited. And that's a difference, isn't it? It's like, aren't those opposites? Can you be calm and excited at the same time? Well, you sure can. They aren't opposites. Think about it. They're complementary. You can be calm and excited at the same time. So I'm calm when I'm speaking, but I'm also excited to be here and talking in front of you. So managing some of those emotions, doing your breathing and focusing on that, can really help you become a more calm person. So let's see what else we have. Who else has got some questions for me? Hi, Laura. Hope you're doing great. I am. I hope you're doing great too, Prasad. And oh, Motahar says the deep breathing works for him. Thank you. Great to see you. Ganesh Mishra says, want to learn how to remain calm? Great. From India, loved your public speaking course. Thank you. And thank you for helping me to test this. Like I said, I did this once before and it worked out really nicely for me in terms of engagement. But I really wasn't looking for a whole lot of engagement here to do this. There's no promotion or anything. Just wanted to talk to some cool people who might be hanging out on a Friday afternoon on LinkedIn. Right here in the United States where I am, we are in the Eastern time zone and it is lunchtime. So I suspected that perhaps a lot of people would be away from their desks and that I could test this with just a few people instead of a lot of people. So, oh dear, it stopped refreshing again. Thanks, however, for letting me test with you and for letting me drop a little knowledge on you about remaining calm. Hope it helps. Oh, I see Kevin Dean has showed up. Kevin Dean is in my comments, or at least he liked it. I had a great meeting with Kevin this morning. If you're not following Kevin Dean on Manobite or Kevin Dean here in Grand Rapids, he is terrific. You really should follow him because he posts great content on content. He is a content marketer and his firm is Manobite. Who else do we have here that's saying hello? Ah, well, I promised that I would only talk for 10 or 15 minutes or so. Does anybody else have a question for me on public speaking or on authenticity or content or writing that you'd like me to address before I say goodbye on this, my second test? And I'm frozen again. All right. Don't know whether you can see this, but at the very least, what I should do is wave bye and say, that's a wrap for today. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you stopping by to help me test things out. Please drop a line in the comments and I can address some of your questions in our next episode. And like I said, I do teach public speaking courses. So if you have questions on public speaking or how to prepare or how to execute, things about how to remain confident, how to manage your emotions, how to prepare your content. There's a lot of things that we probably need to cover in public speaking. So feel free to give me your questions and thanks for showing up. And that's a wrap.